what it do, what it do. Let it do what it do, what it do.
Davis.
I'm definitely face of boxing. Absolutely.
They up the level, I'm gonna up the level with them every time.
Shakur Stevenson.
I mean what I say, lines only talk.
Oh, Charlo just dropped moving with that sweeping right and goes down face first. It's over.
All right. What's going on? I'm KQKC Boxing Network, and I am back. With another one, y'all. All right. It is Monday. It is the end of the month, and it's my father's birthday. Happy birthday, Pops. All right. Now, we got a lot to talk about. What happened and what we thought wasn't going to happen. It has happened. Devin Haney versus none other than Brian Norman Jr. But I still say what that thumbnail says. That's not going to happen. All the way in November? Come on. Now, what the excuse going to be? I don't know. But I know one thing. Bill Haney is sacrificing his son by putting him in there with a big puncher like Brian Norman Jr., and especially coming off a knockout like that. And we know that Devin is a fool for a left hook. So now you can get all excited all you want to. You get mad at KQ all you want to, but the facts are the facts. And I want to thank everybody. I got back last night. And I want to thank everybody for your prayers and your congratulations. All right. But let's see who all in the building. All right. Let's see who all in the building. All right. And we're going to get to it, baby. We got a lot to talk about. All right. RP is up in here. Ray Passer. What's going on? All right. Salute to you. Dr. Marks is up in here. The lovely Barbara D is up in here. All right. Picasso is up in here. What's going on with you? All right, salute to you, man. Yes, sir. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. All right. Yes, sir. What's up, Danny? What's going on with you, brother? All right, good morning to you. All right, yes, sir. Contract do not hit me sign. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna talk about that fight. Because they say pay-per-view is dead. Well, it should be. It's going dead on the zone. I'll tell you that. And they're not trying to do it. Because you know what? I don't call Jake Paul fights, right? And I'm glad I didn't buy that fight. Man, I'm glad. Because the good fight that was on there was Kid Austin. And that fight lasted one round. We're going to talk about that. All right? Yes, sir. Young World. What's going on, baby? Young World was here in Chicago. I miss my brother. He come in town, I get out of town. But that's all right. Good to see you, brother. And he in Toronto already. Man, he be flying, baby. Man, frequent flying. When I come down and see you, man, hey, I shouldn't have to pay for a flight. All right? I'm going to get that discount you got. All right. What's up, 600? Unsaid. What's going on, baby? All right. Salute to you. All right. Fred, what's going on, man? All right, good to see you, Fred. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Okay, and we got BBO Sports TV. What's going on with you, BBO? All right. Yes, sir. Salute to you, man. All right. Yes, sir. Young World. All right, so don't forget to hit the like button for me. Don't forget to hit the cash app, super chat, whatever. We at the end of the month. We made it. We made it another month, and we made it another day, man. I am blessed. All right, what's up, Lost Punch Out TV? All the way across the pond, baby. What's happening? All right, what's going on with you, man? Good to see you, bro. I ain't seen you in a while, man, but I'm glad you're doing good. All right? Yes, sir. All right. Who else we got in here? Okay, we got Big Block. Okay, Big Block is up in here. We got Pale Pounds, NW up in here. I forgot they changed some people's names around. Actually, the card was good except for the main and co-main. Okay. I missed the fight, but I went back and Sunday morning, and I was able to see Kid Austin. That's all, right? But hey, it is what it is. All right. Yeah, good to see you, Lost man. Lost, good brother, man. Good brother, man. Good brother. When I was in the LWC, me and him used to go back and forth on our lives, and he used to come to my live a lot. So Mr. Trusik, what's going on, brother? All right, Leonard Quinteri, what's going on? What's going on, my brother, beloved of the Lord? You're the man. Okay, well, I appreciate that, brother. No, you the man. You the man. But anyway, let's get on into this boxing talk. Cause man, I missed this weekend, even though I don't call Jake Paul fights, but man, I miss calling fights. I ain't called fights in 2 weeks, man. And man, hey, I'm gonna call that Catterall fight this weekend. It's not a big fight, but I'm gonna call it just to be calling, goddammit. I was almost talking to myself in the car like it's a real fight on somewhere. But anyway, now, but let me get to what I'm talking about, Jake Paul. That fight, and I'm not trying to throw shots and nothing, but that fight was pretty much fixed. That was a horrible fight. We talk about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Remember, I told y'all, he got his mama ways. He ain't got his daddy ways. He ain't got no heart. And you saw that with who? The YouTuber, Jake Paul. Now, like I told Knockout, he's better at being a promoter than a fighter. It's just simple as that. And I like the way he supports women fighters. That's fine and dandy. He should fight a woman, maybe. I don't know. But one thing I do know is that fight, it was kind of not, I'm not going to say fixed, but they decide who the winner going to be before the fight started. Let's just be honest. Okay? I'm just going to be honest with that. All right? But I went to Dave and Buster's. Okay. Yeah, man. But anyway, what's up, Night Rider? My guy, what's going on? All right? Man. But still in all, that fight, it wasn't that great, Jake Paul. Not to me. Because I don't look at Jake Paul as a fighter. I look at him like he always been a YouTuber. And a YouTuber that went viral. That's how I look at it. Now, let's get to the co-main event. We talking about Kid Austin. We are talking about Tevin Farmer. We are talking about, just like we talk about Shakur Stevenson. Shut your damn mouth until you go in there and perform. Because sometimes you don't do what you say you're going to do. That's not the first time Chavez forgot to show up. Oh, yeah, Fred. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have seen him fight at least on 4 occasions. He quit on the stool. One time he decided not to go out. A little guy beat his ass, and he decided not to go back out. He quit on the stool. Then a second time, he was trying to fight with his head down. He was trying to fight small. And he kept getting popped aside the head with uppercuts and left hands. So sometimes, and we see that today, we see how fighters fathers are trying to make their sons fighters when they was fighters themselves. Just because you was a fighter, that doesn't mean that your son gonna be a great fighter. Just because Michael Jordan was a great basketball player, that don't mean that Marcus Jordan is a great basketball player. Matter of fact, he's an F-up. That's what he is. So there you go. He tried it at Whitney Young High School, and he was okay because he was Michael Jordan's son. But after that, everything went downhill. So stop forcing these guys to fight because you fought. All right? So, but Kid Austin, a Tevin Farmer, I thought, and I had it wrong. I have to admit, I had it wrong. I thought Tevin Farmer was going to take the young lad to school, but it was vice versa. Kid Austin, and I have to admit, He did a great job. And we ain't gonna never hear the end of Miss Schofield. All right? We ain't gonna never hear the end of it, boy. Wow. But anyway, don't think because what you did on Saturday night that you ready for Tank Davis. Tank Davis not built like Tevin Farmer. He was 12 years older than you. What you did to Tevin Farmer, Tank Davis is more polished, a little bit younger, and more savvy as far as ring IQ is concerned. So you don't fight Tank like you fought Tevin Farmer. So it's good that you called him out. I like that. Go get it. Go get it, but be careful. Because be careful what you wish for, because you definitely might get it. So that's a good fight. Now, but one thing about Tevin Farmer, he was dry. We talked about this yesterday. He was dry, and he wasn't really warmed up good. Now, people laugh when fighters take 2, 3, maybe 4 rounds to warm up. No, that's nothing to laugh about. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to warm up, stay loose, and then you make your move. You just don't go out there and jump on somebody, because you might just get what Tevin Farmer got. He tried to come forward, but he got slapped back. So there you go. Kid Austin, yes, he won, but don't think you're going to go in there on Tank. So that's how I look at it. Yes, sir, Picasso, a warm up in the locker room, yes. See, fighters sit there and this, I blame the team for this. I blame the team. Look, man, get up and warm up, all right? Let's warm up, man. Let's get up, get a sweat build up. Don't go in there while he's sitting down, laying down and laying on the couch and shit, listen to music and, no. Don't start warming up after the fight is over with in front of you. Then you start hitting the pads, warming up. No, don't do that. Warm up. Take a break for a minute. Warm up some more. Take a break so you won't be so, tired, the first half of the fight. And then you got a sweat build up. See, that's what happened on May the 2nd. These guys were warming up at the hotel down the street. And then when it was time to fight, they had to get out the sweat, get in the goddamn cold, get in the car, and ride down the street to the ring. So that's why a lot of them guys, except for Devin, Haney, and maybe Ryan Garcia, they wasn't building up a good sweat and couldn't put on a good performance. But all in all, I think I can't take nothing away from the young Kid Austin. I think he was a good fight, and I think Tevin Farmer, he's older, and he's just not going to do that to Tank. I think it'll be a different fight. But Kid Austin, I would like to see him get off the weights. What's up, Money Brown on TV? My guy, what's going on? All right, salute to you, man. All right, yes, sir. So, but I thought Frank Martin not warming up facing Tank. Yeah, some of the guys, they warm up a little bit and then they stop. You got to get in that dressing room, man, and hit them pads. Get a bit of a sweat, man. Because you still got to walk to the ring in the draft in the hallways, and then the stadium is a little warm, because there's a lot of people, So, I mean, I have seen that many times before in my lifetime watching boxing. A lot of guys, they don't get up a sweat good enough. What's up, Crucial Content? What's going on, brother? All right. Chicago brother is in the house. So that's how I see it, with Kid Austin. But like I said, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled like, oh, he gonna run through 135 now. Oh, he gonna beat Abdullah Mason. Wow. Now that is a good fight though. Abdullah Mason, Kid Austin. Yes, sir. But Mason's got the height and he got the power too. But I think he's more ring savvy. Now I don't think Kid Austin, ring savvy like Abdullah Mason. One thing about Abdullah Mason, he's a young man in a grown man's body. He thinks like a grown man. He works like a grown man. He take this seriously, you know. And yeah, I got a doodle too. I got a doodle too, 6, you know. And he got the reach. That's more important than anything else, even power. That reach can keep you at bay while he wind up with he's a southpaw, right? No, I forgot. But either way, the jab can keep you at bay while you bring that right or left around and work the 1-2. Everything works behind the jab. Everything works behind the jab. So Kid Austin gonna have to find a way to get in if this fight happens. I would love to see it though. All right. Yeah, the jab is getting better. That jab is snapping, baby. Snapping. So now, before I get into Devin Haney, because I got some big news, Amari Jones has left DHP. Why is that? Why Bill and Devin couldn't keep that boy on DHP? Let me tell you why. Because Bill turned around and on everybody's show, sitting around being a clown when you're supposed to sit there and look after your fighters. Amari Jones signed with Golden Boy, and now he's a Golden Boy fighter at 160. So they had a top prospect in Amari Jones. And now Amari Jones is a Golden Boy fighter. Oscar De La Hoya snatched him up. So now it's getting interesting over there at Golden Boy. It's getting interesting in the sport of boxing, period, now. These fighters are making moves. So, man, if Bill Haney was on their P's and Q's, making this young man happy, keeping him happy, you know, besides looking out for number one. And this is why I say, you can't never have a fighter that's still active and you turn around and trying to be a promoter at the same time. That shit don't work. Bill Haney, you're not a good promoter. Now, you're a good funny man. You know, you try to put your son out there in the limelight. I will give you that. But we know you lie. We know the things you say is not really, true. We know that list you got. You're not going to fight all them guys because Devin can't make the weight with most of them. So why you got Tank on there? Why you got this? I mean, come on. He's fighting. Now, allegedly, let me say this. I know they say it's a done deal in November, but look how long November is. July, August, September, October, November. 5 months. You really think that fight gonna happen? You really think Bill gonna sacrifice his son? Well, he will, but you think Devin gonna get in there with a hard puncher like Brian Norman Jr.? I think fucking not. I think not. It sounds good. Oh, it sounds good, but Turkey made this mistake before. He made that mistake before. I believe said ZPI. I don't know what that means. ZPI. So I mean, I just don't believe it till I see it. That's all. I don't believe it till I see it. So I mean, it sounds good, and that would be a pretty good fight. But what Devin gonna do when Brian Norman come in on him with his strength? Because Brian Norman, I mean, he got power, no doubt about that. We're not gonna take that away from him. Wait, Devin and Brian didn't sign the contract. Type in error. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait, Devin and Brian didn't sign the contract. No. Turkey says it's a done deal. Turkey said the fight gonna take place in November. Now, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. Now, of course, if they went on through with it, whatever, But like Young World said, what about the contract? Is the contract signed or not? Now, if the contract ain't signed, then I'm right. I'm right. I'm gonna say that I'm right. If the contract is not signed, I'm right. I'll tell you that. Because I just can't see, and we went over this yesterday, me and Knockout. I can't see Devin taking a risk like that with PTSD, or let's just say he's not sure of himself right now. He's not sure of his skill set. So why would he get in there with Brian Norman Jr., just knocked out somebody and knocked the sense out of him? He can't remember what happened 6 weeks ago. I mean, and you going to sit there and put your son in there? Then you either money crazy or just goddamn crazy. And there you go, Laws. If it does happen, Devin's going to get knocked out. He's going to get knocked out the ring. Or he's going to get on that bike. He's going to get on that trail like Peter Cottontail. That's what he's going to do. He's going to hop around that ring, left, right, left, right. Now, a lot of fighters, like I tell everybody, you know, you don't have to always run this way, that way. Go side to side. But if you fight for Turkey, because that's all he got, Turkey, then Turkey won't no more running. He wants you to be more exciting, you know? All right. All right. Bobby D, I appreciate you. Oh, Bobby D gifted five membership. Gifted 5 membership. I appreciate you, Bobby D. I appreciate you. I usually started taking monies in Tucson, but I've been out of town and I wanted to go live. I'll go live. I'm gonna go live in that hotel room, man. The internet was messing up though. But anyway, all right. And I appreciate you, Bobby D. I really do. All right. So, but Picasso, what's going on, man? He said, I believe Bill is taking all the criticism backlash from Devin so Devin can concentrate on what he does best. Smart move. In my opinion, Bill makes future deals, and he's a mouthpiece for DHP. Yeah, now, I will say this. Bill do keep Devin in the limelight. You know, I'm not gonna just hate like that. You know, he does keep Devin relevant. But nobody cares. Nobody cares right now. Because, you know, most people believe he's a shot fighter. You know. So, but it's okay though. But if that fight happens, you know, and Devin get knocked out, that might be the end of Devin's career. Because he haven't bounced back yet from Ryan fight yet. Now, he need to have a fight right now, well, in between November and now. Or when last time he fought, May the 2nd. He need a tune-up or a fight. I hope he ain't going to wait till November. And that ain't going to work. That's not going to work at all. You know, so, I mean, it is what it is. So, but still in all, the daddies, the granddaddies, the Brian Norman Sr., the Bill Haney, they need to get out the way. Let these fighters, the young fighters, get a good trainer and stick with that trainer. All right. All right. Hey, congratulations, Fred. All right, you got another. You're a grandfather again, huh? The 12th one, huh? Wow, you got 12 grandkids. Okay, well, good. Congratulations to you, Fred. Congratulations, brother. It's nothing like having grandkids. I got 2 myself. All right, and I saw them this weekend, and they're the cutest little things, man. Well, they're older now, but it's all right. Yep. So, yeah, OD, Devin is damage control. Yes. Facts. 100. OD, Devin is damage control. Yes. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. You know, so that's how I look at it. You know, like I say, Bill, yes, he does put him out there in the limelight, but most people, kind of like lost faith in him, But I like to see him fight one more fight, and I really can tell if he's not punch drunk, but just gunshot, and he might be after that Ryan Garcia fight, So, but Barbara D, I appreciate you in the cash app. Oh, app. All right. Now, I hope he's not putting him in a position because of money, because we'll get to Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya. That's what's going on right now. Now, if Bill put that in motion because of money, then it's a problem. They went to Japan to see Brian Norman fight. And then when he knocked his opponent out over there in Japan, man, that's when Bill and Norman Sr. got into it. And let's make the fight happen. And well, right then, I knew, okay, this fight ain't going to happen. And then we turn around 2 days later, whatever. And this was before I left town. So I get back and I hear last night that they made Turkey announced the fight. Now, this is what Turkey wants. And is Turkey going to pay for it? I don't know. What's going on, Asia? All right. Okay, yeah, they changed the names around. So that's King Asia. All right. So if y'all didn't know, okay, I just found out yesterday when Knockout told me. They changed y'all names around. Okay, they're using your name, your handle under your names. So I guess y'all kind of figured that out. But KQKC Boston Network is same, So, but anyway, like Derek Gables. What's going on, Derek Gables? I see you. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Yes, sir. Akbar. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, brother. All right. I hope you're doing good. Okay. Now, but still in all, Devin Haney might turn this around. He never fought at 147. He's always been fighting at a catch weight. So these guys hit hard up there. These guys hit hard at 147. Terence Crawford was on tape saying that a while back. And Jamel said that also. So I hope Devin is ready for this. Because what I seen, the chin is not there. What I seen, he don't have no power. It's there. What you gonna do when Brian Norman press the action? What you gonna do when Brian Norman come in there and swing with that left hand like he did over in Japan? Now, some guys, and shout out to Knight Rider, he mentioned this also. Some guys hold the phone like this. You got to press that against your face, or you're going to have a bruise right under your eye. So sometimes you got to take precautions and not get yourself hurt. And this is the problem I have with Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, he got defense, but hell, where the offense at? Where's the offense at? But we'll get to him later too. Because I believe he's getting set up. But still in all, let me ask you this. Is Devin getting set up? Is Devin getting set up to take his first loss? That's why this fight not going to happen. Because Bill Haney has got such a grudge against other fighters, especially Floyd Mayweather. He don't want Devin with an L on his record. That's why I say this is smoke and goddamn mirrors. That's why I say that. So, you really think they're going to take a chance of getting an L? That sounds like a death sentence, in my opinion, for Devin. Yeah. Yes, Bobby D. Now, if this fight do happen, you're going to see what we call excessive holding. That's what we're going to see. So, what's up, DJ Charm Music? And I want to just take the time out and say thank you to someone that gave me a call to see how I was doing, and she know who she is. I don't want to call her name out, and I want to say I appreciate it for checking on me and everything, and giving your condolences and everything. We was leaving the cemetery, and she called me, and I appreciate it. Okay, I appreciate you checking up on me. All right, now, get back to this. So that's how I see it. You're not wrong, Barbara D. That's how 90% of the people see it out there. All money ain't good money. I'm just saying all money ain't good money. Hey, Saul, what's going on, brother? All right, what's up? Hey, up. Hey, down. What's going on? All right, yes, sir. So, but it is what it is. And so let's see what happens. Let's see how the next 5 months gonna go. Because I guarantee you this 5 months is not gonna go like we think it is. You're gonna see. And if it does happen, I feel bad for Devin. All right? Because Devin is gonna get hurt bad unless he hold. He won't let Brian Norman get off. And when Brian Norman get off, because he's a come forward fighter, and he let his hands go, no matter who you are. He probably licking his chops right now. I can't wait to make this easy money. So, and he been at 147. Devin ain't fought at 147 yet. So how is this gonna happen? How is this gonna work, y'all? I'm just wondering. I'm just asking. So, now, any questions? We get back to it. Okay? But I got to talk about Deontay Wilder. Now, I tried to watch that fight, and like I said, the internet was messing up in the hotel, so I couldn't do it. Now, but Wilder, now I don't want to disrespect his opponent, but he wasn't a Daniel Dubois. He wasn't an Anthony Joshua. But Deontay Wilder won. Now, I don't know why he's fighting now, but if you want to fight, hey, go ahead and fight. Yeah, Bobby D. I hope he does too. I hope he doesn't get hurt seriously. But this is the thing about it. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think his father's that dumb. I don't think his father's that money hungry. But then again, we are talking about Bill Haney, the one that wanted to go back to his glory days when he's 50-something goddamn years old. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about Bill Haney that think he's young, still wearing a nappy look on his head and think that's cute. We're still talking about Bill Haney, the one that's trying to be fly and always talking in fucking circles, right? That's the same Bill Haney. So I'm gonna put nothing past him, So that's how I look at it, So sometimes, and this is no slack, but this is how it ends up. Some of these fathers are pimping their son. Now I know pimping ain't easy; it's just greasy. But one thing about it, they pimping their son, but their son is the breadwinner. Their son is the breadwinner in their home, and he's supposed to be the promoter. So therefore, he put his son in a very, very, very bad situation. Because I'm telling you right now, if Devin getting knocked out, that might be his career. Matter of fact, it will be his career. Because 2 knockouts, and Ryan slung him around that ring, knocked him down. They said 3, but I call him 5. It's not going to happen. So it's a good fight, though, OD. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a good fight. I got Brian Norman, though. We got to give credit where credit is due sometimes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I said that on my money. I said it's a good fight, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Now, Bill does a great job of keeping him in the limelight, money. You know, he still try to keep him relevant, you know. But I just think Brian Norman just too advanced at 147. That's what I believe, you know. But I tell you, if this go forward, if this happens, then, you know, well, at least Devin trying. At least he's trying to fight the big guys. And he's big enough. He'll never see 140 again. He's too big now. He'll never see 135 again. He's too big now. You know? You know, so yeah. No, yeah, I know, Queen, because sometimes, you know, Bill talked himself into a hole. You know. Now everybody expecting that fight to happen. You know? Bob D said she's looking forward to that fight too. You know, so let's see. Because you know what? Sometimes when you have fights like this where you think somebody gonna get dominated, you'd be surprised. Devin might come out with a game plan that will work, and probably will throw Norman Jr. off. And he can win this fight, you know. But you gotta have a great game plan. Everybody's beatable. Ain't nobody scared of nobody in this boxing thing. But everybody's beatable. All you gotta have is a good game plan. You gotta know who you fighting. You know, watch film, do all that. So, and who knows? Who knows what happens? So, but anyway, we're gonna move on to. But first of all, let me ask you this: why is this fight taking so long to be announced? And we are talking about no other than Tank and Lamont Roach. As a boxing fan, I'm excited to see this fight. The Bull versus the Matador. Okay, young world. Yeah. But we got to see the Matador. We got to see the Matador because we didn't see him May the 2nd. We didn't see the Matador May the 2nd. We saw the runner. We didn't see the Matador. We saw the runner. So the Matador, hopefully, he can use his footwork and make Norman miss and make him pay. You don't have to be a big puncher to win a fight. You know, that's what you need to see. You don't have to have a big puncher or be a big puncher to win a fight. That's what I believe. Look at Deontay Wilder the other night. You know, he's a shell of himself now. He's not hungry like he was before. He's not that guy like he was before. Yeah, he won. But as far as saying that he's going to work his way back into championship status, that's not going to happen. Now when you got fighters out there like Daniel Dubois or even Anthony Joshua, he's more polished than Wilder, Anthony Joshua. But he's not that great either. Them two, they still should fight, but it's too late now, basically. What's up, Carter? What's going on? Salute to you, brother. All right. Welcome to KQKC, brother. All right. Ain't seen you in a while, but good to see you. Okay. All right. Brian King, Falcone. What's good with you? So, but back to Tank and Lamont Roach. And it's taking a while to make this fight happen. Well, to announce this fight. Now, Lamont Roach said yes on his page of the day. Yes, the date is August the 16th. Okay? So, all right, that's fine. But why is it taking so long to announce? Well, I've thought about it. And I think I went over this with y'all before I left. I don't know, but let me say it again. I thought about it. I know how PBC works. They promote every fight, all right, that boat sailed years ago, KQ. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, Anthony Joshua and Wilder. Yeah, that boat sailed a long time ago. That fight could have happened, but it didn't happen. Okay? That fight could have happened, but it didn't happen. But, now listen, but the thing about it is that I still like to see it, though. You know, because both of them not the fighter they used to be. And I just want to see the fight just to see what happened. But I think Anthony Joshua will beat him just because he's more polished as far as ring IQ and things like that. So, but still in all, I still would like to see it. What's up, Lucky McKinnons? All right. So let's see what happens. I agree, OG. That Wilder fight was a give me fight. We need to see Wilder against a real opponent before saying he will be a champion again. Of course. You know, he got a new trainer now, and what I hear, you know, so let's see. Can Wilder do that again? Because remember, he took a lot out on the Fury fights. Parker, that Parker fight. It took a lot out on him. And then you got Big Zane. You know, I mean, he lost some fights, and not no easy fights either. You know, so and Parker, I mean, he was hitting hard. Big Zane hitting hard. You know, so but Wilder trooper though, he's a trooper, no doubt about it. So what's up, Josh? What's going on with you, bro? All right. So now, like I say about Tank and Roach. Now I had a theory. All right. Now I might be wrong, whatever. Why they haven't announced this fight yet? See, PBC, they announce every fight and they promote every fight. And I believe that with this Manny Pacquiao and of course Mario Barrios, they want to get that promotion out the way before they make that announcement. Now, I'm not sure that's it, but that sounds like PBC. PBC always make the announcement 6 weeks out. So maybe, just maybe, that might be the reason. You know, but let's make it clear. That fight would take place on August the 16th. Both fighters say yes, it's a go. Management says it's a go. PBC says it's a go. So we just got to sit back and wait. And of course, Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao. I'd like to see that fight. I don't think Manny Pacquiao is the guy he used to be. Hell, I ain't the guy I used to be. No, don't get it twisted. I'm a hell of a nigga, man. All right. But anyway, still in all, that's probably the reason why. That's what I think. So, but when I get through, if y'all want to go over anything I went over, just shout it out. Just shout it out, goddammit. PBC probably doesn't want to put the horse behind the wagon. Yes, sir, Picasso. They want to take what's first. Okay, we're going to get to Roach and Tang, but let's handle this first, y'all. All right? That's probably what they're doing. Let's promote Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao. We got a Hall of Famer versus a champion at 147. So let's make this promote this fight first. Then we're gonna promote Tank and Roach Part 2. So that's how I'm thinking. But why would you want to get close to Canelo and Crawford though? Even though it's a free fight, but still, why would you want to put that? But then again, Tank got enough fans that he still gonna make it a go if you announce it the day before. Crawford and Canelo. See, Canelo and Tank, they are the fan base. Their fan base are there for them. No matter what, hook or crook, they're there. So I won't worry about that too much. Getting close to Crawford and Canelo fight. I think they promotion, everybody gonna be tuning into it. But that's how I see it. Now, let me say this. Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia. They on the brinks again. Other words, they're not getting along. Other words, Oscar pretty much thinks Ryan is having a nervous breakdown or something. And Ryan going at Oscar. Vice versa, whatever. But what I think is all over money. Now, hear me out when I say this. I think it's all about Ryan losing to Rolly Romero. Now, I don't know how this contract is put out, but Rolly Romero pretty much knocked Ryan on his keister, and I think they have a contract with Ryan. If you lose or you get knocked down or whatever, you get less pay. Because Ryan stated, you had a nerve to send me that contract. You know, how you going to disrespect me and whatever. You know, whatever you said. You know, so that's what it's all about. The money. It's always about the money. It's all about the money. They lost faith in Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia said he's the only great fighter on Golden Boy ticket. Well, Kid Austin begged the difference now. So now that's what I believe it's about, the money. So Ryan, at first he can have his way, but I don't think Oscar's gonna give him his way now. Oscar, no, take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Because what they did was they readjust his contract. That's what they did. You know, Ryan went at his neck and said, oh yeah, Ryan did. Yeah, he did. You know, so I mean, hey, I don't know what the contract says, but yeah, Ryan went at his neck, you know. So he said, listen, he said, I know why Oscar is a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. All right. He said, I don't know why Oscar's a bitch. In people's eyes, that's a fact. I'm going to turn up and win just like I did against all his bitch ass fighters. And I'm kind of paraphrasing, but yeah, Ryan is pissed off, and I know it's about the money. It got to be about the money because he lost against Rolly Romero, and that's not embarrassing, but he already had a loss against Tank. But this is what I'm trying to get at. Oscar De La Hoya did not want Ryan fighting Tank. He said, listen, Tank, he's not ready for Tank. And this and that. He did everything to stop that fight. Matter of fact, when the fight was over with him and B-Hop, they got up and walked out. So, same way with Duno. He didn't want him to fight him either. Then when he decided to let him fight, he tried to undercut him. He tried to pay him way less than the fighter that he was going to fight in the first place. They were going to fight Duno. So Oscar, I don't know. Him and Turkey, they're not on the same page anymore. Oscar, clap back Thursdays, had been against Canelo and Turkey. And so now he's looking at Turkey like, you know, you ain't using me no more. So now Turkey got Dana White. That's crazy. But still in all, I think that's what it's about. Now, Ryan, he's going to have to prove himself again. He's going to have to start all over. Now, I will say this. I don't think he'll start answering why he lost to Rolly Romero. I think he's just stopped partying, stopped getting high, and didn't work out like he's supposed to. And he got put on his keister. So throwing that left hand, Rolly threw that left hand and put him on his ass. So, hey, sometimes, you know, when you start moving up in weight, things happen. Like Terence Crawford fight Masvidal when he moved up. Terence Crawford didn't look his best at all. He couldn't push Masvidal back for the world. But same with Dave Benavidez. The same thing with him when he moved up to 175. You know, so when you're moving up in weight, you just don't fight the way you always fight. So, but double left hook at that. Yeah, double left hook. So I got to think people having hung their hat up on Tank and Canelo because they're looking for another hero, but not for the same police on their part. Oh, yeah. You know, listen, I said that when I came, started the show. Everybody said Well, the zone said. I'm not gonna say everybody. The zone said pay-per-view is dead. Well, it's dying on y'all, all right, but it's not on y'all. You know, y'all not doing it. But y'all messing up. And people not buying y'all pay-per-views because your cars is long and your cars are you got fighters on there that a lot of people don't know about. But not even casual fans, you know, hell, not even true fans know about it. So they messing up on pay-per-view, you know, so it is what it is. But $60 for what happened on Saturday night, I don't think was worth it. I mean, good for Kid Austin getting a knockout. You know, hey, you got to take it when it's there. You got to take it when it's there. You can't wait around. You know, if it's there, go ahead and take it. You know, but take it with caution. You know, that's how I look at it. Now, of course, somebody got mad. Somebody got mad that this little kid, Floyd Schofield, knocked out somebody in the first round. He got mad. And y'all know who I'm talking about. He got mad because he don't put on a show like that. You see? And what Kid Austin was, he was exciting. He put on a good performance. That's what it is. You know? And there you're right, AK. What's going on, man? Good to see you. See, now, Shakur, he see that. Okay, wait a minute. Abdullah Mason put on a good show. Kid Austin put on a good show. Murray Tyler, oh man, he a champion now. Hell, what about me? What can I do? You see, Shakur gonna have to put on a great performance when he fight next week, the week after next. He gonna have to put on a great performance because not his career depend on it. Your reputation depend on it. Y'all seen Malcolm X? I ain't got nothing but my rap. I ain't got nothing but my rap. That's all. Do you have that car? You know, so that's all he got, that rap. And Shakur see it, and he see how Tank is deciding now. Well, not now, always. And now Kid Austin is deciding now. Now you got Abdullah Mason coming up. Now about to get a title. He's about to get a title now. So, man, you know, man. So now Shakur is gonna fight differently. Watch. He's gonna get in there, and Shakur might put on a show though. He might put on a show. The Pater might walk into something. You know, I know he had hand problems. I get that. But I told y'all, you don't have to have power to win. You don't have to have power to win. All you need is a great game plan. All you need to do is make them miss, make them pay. Slip punches. Put up your high guard. And I think Shakur knows it's a setup. And what I mean by setup, I'm not just joking. I believe they're trying to set up Shakur Stevenson for an L and for a loss. And, of course, by no running and that ring size, all that, they trying to pretty much get him an L. But I think he's going to come out, and I think he's smarter than that. I'm not a big Shakur fan, but one thing about it is the young man got great defense. I'm not going to lie. Ashley Corner, what's good? How you doing, sister? Good to see you, all right? I'm glad you're doing good. All right. Miss Ashley Corner, all right? If y'all haven't subscribed to Miss Ashley Corner, make sure y'all do, all right? A good sister over there, all right? Good sister, okay? Yeah. So, but then again, like I say, I'm not a big Shakur fan, but I think he delivers when he have to. And I believe that he's going to deliver when he fights DUPONT. DUPONT throws a lot of punches, and he's going to walk right into something. Now, Shakur Stevenson, he want to put on a great performance because he wants a better fight. You know, he wants he wants that tank fight. He wants the winner of Lamont, Roach, and Keyshawn Davis. And so, but in order to get that fight, and this is the reason why they've been holding back, allegedly, because he's not a signing. Well, he's going to be excited in the 12th. I really believe that Shakur Stevenson is so ring savvy. Yes, he got defense, but he got to put that offense with it. And I believe he'll be victorious. Now, a lot of people got him losing against DUPONT. I don't. I think he's going to pull something out his bag of tricks. That's how I believe it. No. And I'm not a big fan of Shakur either. So I'm not, taking up for him or whatever y'all call it. All right. 40th Street Black. What's going on? Yo, bro, why you think this Norman Jr. fight will never happen? Because first of all, the reason why is because Devin Haney, first of all, is not a 147 pounder. He haven't fought at 147 at all. Now, of course, and also his father, Bill Haney, he will never, ever, ever, ever put his son in there with a hard puncher, a guy that has punches and bunches and will knock you out. And also, my brother on 40th Street Black. And also, Devin haven't fought no one remotely close to his age. And this is Brian Norman Jr., who is close to his age. Devin Haney been fighting older fighters. This is all new to him now. Keep this in mind. And Devin right now hasn't shown us anything but gunshot. So, therefore, I can't see him going in there with Brian Norman 5 months from now. 5 months now, my man 40th Street Black. 5 months from now. Now, of course, they're going to spin it, They're going to spin it. But that's what I believe. Now, if it does, thanks for the insight, brother. But hold on, 40th Street Black. If it happens, I think that Devin might, get knocked out. I'm just being honest. So, but it's a good fight still, and a lot of people want to see it. A lot of people in here want to see it, and so let's see. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. That's the thing about it. That's why it's so sweet. Did y'all see that Brian Norman? Not Brian Norman. Did y'all see Kid Austin beating Tevin Farmer, the veteran? Yeah, he might have had 12 years over him, but he was a veteran. He took DUPONT in 2 fights. He fought DUPONT with 2 fights, in 2 fights. And I thought that Tevin Farmer was gonna beat Kid Austin. He's short. He's got a short reach, and I didn't think he was gonna come with that. But that's one thing about it. You better be ready. You better be ready when they come, because Tevin Farmer wasn't ready for that. Kid Austin just went out there and he didn't wait 3 or 4 rounds. He jumped on him in the first round, and you don't let him recover. And he didn't let Farmer recover. And good thing he didn't, because he got the stoppage. So, but that's boxing. That's boxing, So, don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Don't forget to hit the super chat. We got 94 people in the building, y'all. 95 now. All right. And I appreciate everybody coming in so far. All right. Now, when one fight I don't want to see. I saw it already, but I think the UK wants to see it because they are royalty in the UK. We are talking about Chris Eubanks Jr. We're talking about Conor Benn. Part 2. That fight is coming up in September. Now, I don't want to see it, basically. I seen the first one. They are 2 different weight classes, but the UK consider them royalty because of their fathers and who their fathers were, and their father's fault. They made a lot of money the first fight. They made a lot of money. It was packed in there, So hey, might as well roll it back, right, Eddie? Right, Eddie? Roll it back, baby. So there you go. That fight gonna take place. So, but anyway, getting back to Shakur Stevenson. Now, Farmer's head was jerking and shit. He needs to sit his ass down. Yeah, well, AK, that's a tick he has. Just like Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz got a tick with his hand like this. He do this. Well, Farmer got a tick with his head. It's called Terence syndrome. All right? Now, Terence syndrome, you can holler out or you can make gestures. I had a friend that had Terence. He didn't holler out, but he used to. I said, man, keep that under control, man. Somebody riding with you, they doing all that shit. Man, look, stop, dude. Will you stop all that shit? Right? But he can't help it, though. You just can't help it because it's called, Tourette. Some people holler out. Some people curse, so they can't help it. So tell him Farm, that's what he has. Tourette's syndrome, but yeah, it look kind of bad too when you get hit 2 or 3 times with a punch. And yeah, boxing ain't for everyone. No, that's why I said he got his mama ways. That's why I said about Julio Chavez Jr. They know good and well that boy didn't want to fight. They made him a fighter. And I remember when they had to make him get out the pool and come train. He didn't feel like it that day. So he didn't want to train. Then they begging him to hit the bag. He didn't want to hit the bag. He just was a spoiled kid coming up because who his father was. But, it is what it is. Now, getting back to Shakur Stevenson. Wow. Somebody got a little tipsy. Somebody got a little bit mad. I was talking about earlier. I didn't get a chance to finish all of it. But Shakur Stevenson threw a couple shots at no other than Kid Austin. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson didn't like that knockout. Well, at least he acted like he didn't like it because he believes that Tevin Farmer was irresponsible. He was very irresponsible because Kid Austin hit him with that straight right. So, therefore, I was mad too. I lost $100. Did you really? Man. Yeah, man, I thought, you were right too, because I thought he was going to, win too. But anyway, now, of course, Shakur said anybody can do that in the first round. Any fighter can knock you out in the first round, especially when you got an irresponsible fighter. Now, even these kids, what do you call him? He called Kid Austin a kid. He said, this kid, now, I thought he would call him Kid Austin, but he called him a little kid, like a little boy. That man is a grown man with a baby. That man is over 21. He can drink. He can do anything I can do. No, I doubt that. But still in all, he's a grown man. Now, his daddy don't treat him like a grown man, but he's a grown man. Okay? So, and I know what Miss Schofield was saying. Shakur, see, we can be Shakur. Shakur don't want us, see? I told you we built different. See, we can get Shakur. Shakur don't want this. He don't want this. So, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens next. Because we still got Kid Austin, Tank Davis, Abdullah Mason, and Shakur Stevenson, everybody down to 135. 135 is stacking up now. Now, we got a new player in the game. All right? That's Kid Austin. So watch out now. All right? Lou Lion, what's going on, brother? they're gonna learn about us Texans. Oh yeah, man. Now I gotta admit that Texas is tough. Texas always produce some good fighters. Now we'll give y'all that. Okay. Now that's about all I'm gonna give you. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, that Texans built different. You know. So I mean, because I didn't see that coming at all. All right. All right, we got over 100 people in here, man. Hit the like button if you can. All right. Yes, sir. Night Rider. How many likes we got? All right. Make sure you hit the cash app super chat. All right. We working hard. We trying to keep the lights on over here. All right. Yes, sir, man. But anyway, let me keep going. Talking about the apology. We talking about the apology. The apology has been a while since it happened. But we're talking about Keyshawn Davis. He finally spoke out. He finally spoke and said, hey, I'm sorry. I jumped on that boy. All right. Mine's showing 80. Okay, 80. Okay. All right, make sure y'all hit them. Let's get 100 likes. All right, can we get 100 likes? And we got 105 in here. Now, Keyshawn Davis, man, he finally spoke out. Now, Terence Crawford, now, he don't need for you to apologize for him. All right? Now, I forgot to say that when he did that. All right? You're not his daddy. Okay? And you ain't part of the DB3. All right? Really, DB1 should be, because other two is But anyway, but Keyshawn apologized, and he said that he didn't set a good example for the kids and for jumping on Albright. Now, he said he let his fans down, and he let the youth down that looks up to him. Now, first of all, what youth look up to you? What have you done that somebody want to look up to you? Now, yeah, you got a championship now, but your name's now starting to ring. Yes, it is. It's true. But ain't nobody really, you're not popping like that, Keyshawn. You're not. But one thing I do know, that Keyshawn needs to get his act together, because now you're sitting there doing the weed situation, the fight situation. I mean, you got to get yourself under control, son, before things ain't gonna happen for you. People gonna start blackballing you, So that's what you need to do. But at least he apologized. Albright, I don't think he gonna sue or nothing like that, which is good, because you don't want to sue every time something happens. But it is what it is, and so at least he apologized, and hopefully next time, because his brother was fine. All right. Now, I'm not going to go over this again, but we went over it. But his brother was okay with it. Keyshawn was mad. And I think he was still mad because Samson played his, it backfired. His plan backfired on him. He went up and weight on purpose, and he thought he going to get and pay a little money and still go in there and dominate. And then get on the turnbuckle, like, yeah. No, that wasn't going to work, baby. No, it's not working. Okay, it's not gonna work. And Samson, he did the right thing. He said, "No, I'm not gonna put my fight in jeopardy." He's coming off of blood clots, and he ain't fought in 2 years, and we fighting a 140-pounder. No, that's not gonna happen. So, but De Los Santos wanted to fight, so that's why he with another promoter. So anyway, now. This weekend, with the fight, the pay-per-view, all that, it was a bust again. Well, we don't know the numbers, but as far as the card itself, now I didn't see the card, I was out of town, but still in all, they think it was a bust. Now, DAZN does have a long cards where they do fight. The prelims was on, man. I'm looking at it in the card, it still was on. It was on early. So, but still, I'm gonna open the link up in a minute, okay? And somebody can come up if they want to talk about this weekend. But like I say, Kid Austin called out Gervonta Davis. He called out Shakur Stevenson. Now, first of all, Shakur Stevenson's a little bit taller. Shakur Stevenson is a little more savvy. He's a better defensive fighter. But Kid Austin, he's feeling good right now. He's feeling brave right now. He got a new foundation on greatness right now. And he's with Golden Boy. Now, Amari Jones has joined Golden Boy. They left DHP. Now, and I'm pretty sure I know why. Because, see, when you have a fighter, you got to pay attention to these fighters. You got to pay attention to these fighters. If you don't have time for them, then let them go. Let them go. And Bill pretty much is doing this, doing that, showing up this way online, and he's the face of Devin. Devin, you don't see him doing none of that shit. He got problems too now. He got women problems. He's a deadbeat dad, they say. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. That's what they say. And now he's selling his house, and things are kind of bad for him too. So but Bill keeping him in the limelight, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. At least he keeping him relevant. And now this fight might happen or might not happen. So we're gonna see. So now, let me see. Did I get through everything I wanted to talk about today to y'all? Now, but another thing about this fight. Brian Norman, if Shakur doesn't hit harder than Tevin, he in trouble. Well, yeah, because Tevin Farmer's not a great puncher. No, and he was trying to walk Kid Austin down. He can't walk nobody down. He fights on the back foot. That's how he fights. But you can't try something new. See, what it was is this. I seen the build-up before I left, all right? And the build-up was he was trying to bully Kid Austin. Let's just call it what it is. He was just trying to bully him and trying to pull a Tank Davis, all right? Scared to go in there. Be scared to go in before you go into the fight. Put it that way. You're already scared to fight him now at the press conference. So that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to bully Kid Austin, but Kid Austin wasn't going for it. He wasn't going for it. So what he did was he just jumped on right on him, and he didn't get a chance to recover. So I'm not gonna say he's a sharp fighter, but he's an experienced fighter. He's a veteran, and he should know better. So this is what I mean by you can't teach an old dog new tricks. If you fight that way, you've been fighting that way for years, then it's hard to change. It's hard to change. It takes a while to change your style of fighting. I told y'all once before, James DeGale, he's from the UK. He had to change his style of fighting, but it took him 3 years. 3 years because he had a groin injury. And the doctor say, if you want to fight again, you got to find a different way to fight. Because he was like toe-to-toe type of fighter. Well, he's more of a boxer. Well, he retired now, but he was more of a boxer. And he fought Badu Jack, got a 2 knocked out. That's what I'm talking about, if y'all remember. And so now these fighters can't change on a dime like that, So, but let me drop this link, all right, and come on up. Anything I went over, if y'all got any comments on that, I would love to hear them. All right, here we go. Okay, boom. All right, what's up, D-Ray live on Drive? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so like I say, if anybody got any comments or any great thoughts, I'm here to listen. All right, what's going on? Big Bob Gunn is up in here. What's going on, Bob? All right. I'm glad they didn't change too many of y'all names. All right. Money Brown still the same. Barbara D still the same. All right. D-Ray live on the drive, still the same. Okay, good. So they didn't change everybody. All right. Ashley Corner, still the same. All right. Now, but now I want to talk about this fight again real fast and about Devin Haney. Now it could be Big Boss that Kid Austin told Tank to send a contract. Did he? Well, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, Big Boss. That's not gonna happen. Tank already he busy right now. You know, and got some. Here we go again. Some guys know that. Oh, you did, Zoo? Man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I just came from a funeral, man. I lost my niece. She was only 15 years old, man. Yeah. Wow. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Man. Well, you have my condolences, bro. You know that, always. All right? Man. Man, yeah. That's what I be thinking about with my parents, man. You know, running back and forth every day, twice a day. They don't want to leave their house. They don't want to live with me or nothing. So I had to go 25 minutes drive, you know. So, hey, man, yeah, all prayers go up to you and your family, brother. All right? And sorry to hear that, you know. But, yeah, what I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, I think I was talking about, what you call Garcia. All right. And so, Big Dog Willie, what's going on, baby? And that $2 holla. He said, take Duck Kid Austin, incredible, super fast. Nah, you can't. He got something else going on. You can't do that. And that's why Kid Austin probably did that. You know, because he know, and this is what I mean by other fighters. You cannot sit there and call off other fighters when you know they got a fight going on. What's the use of doing that? Wait till they get through fighting, then call them out. I hate when guys do that. You know, they only call them out when you know they can't send you a contract. Then guess what? They ducking. No. But anyway, all right. What's up? What's up, D-Ray live on the drive, baby? What's going on?
KQKC Boxing Network. Fam,
Yes,
it's good to see. It's good to see you done made safe travels and returns, man.
yes, sir. Back in effect. Yes, sir. Yep. Back by popular demand, baby. What's up? What you got for me, D-Ray?
Well, I mean, look at Turkey, bro. Turkey the face of boxing, right? I don't
Yeah,
want to make you choke on your soft drink over there.
yeah. Yes, sir. So what you think? What do you think about 5 months from now? Bill Haney and Brian Norman. Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr.
I love it, bro. You know, I just heard about it a couple weeks ago, and we already done got the fight made. You know what I'm saying? So, like, really, if they talking longer than 10 days, man, they ain't gonna make it happen, Kevin. You know what I mean? We can just cut them off and keep it moving. Shout out to the Queen, Quee. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But do you think it's still gonna happen?
Yeah, why not? I mean, unless one of them get cold feet, you know. I mean, if you done signed, I don't understand, you know, unless you got an injury, and I guess we gotta, you know, have it validated and documented. You know, we need a press conference, and the doctor needs to come on to the show and answer KQ questions about it. Other than that, it's a duck. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man, but you know, I do like it, man, because it's a contrast in styles. You know, you got the puncher and the boxer, bro. You know, and they both young, so you know, hopefully, you know, we can get fights when we get two fighters that want to fight each other. We ain't got to worry about sides of the street because we're gonna send them on the other side of the ocean. But go ahead, KQ.
Yeah. What's going on, Money Brown? How you feel, man?
Going down, OG. How you feeling?
Not much. Let me ask you something, Money Brown. Devin ain't no mandatory of Brian Norman Jr., is he?
No, he ain't no mandatory.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Because somebody asked that in the chat, and I wasn't for sure. So that's why I asked you that. Okay, he's not a mandatory. Because he haven't fought at 147 yet.
Exactly. He haven't fought at 147. He ain't even,
Right.
I don't even think he had the records for the title that Brian Norman has. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's on your mind, Money?
The fight with Brian Norman and Devin, I want to say that we got to get credit where credit is due. Right? I know a lot of people might not like Turkey. I know a lot of people might not like Devin. I know a lot of people might not even like Brian Norman and his father. But when they go out there and they make a fight like this happen, it's a hell of a fight, bro. It's two young studs in their prime, right, willing to get it on, right? Like we seen Bill come out with the list. We know some of the names on the list was Cap. You know what I mean? We know the 35 pounders. You know damn well he wasn't going down to fight no 135 pounders, right?
Right.
You know he was just doing those things to put his son's name in people's mouths to keep him talking to have everybody talking about his son. But nonetheless, right, I give credit where credit is due, right? We seen him try to make the Teofimo Lopez fight. That was the real deal. They tried to make that happen. T.O. turned it down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They pushed up on Richard Henderson. I'm not going to say if that fight was really realistic or if they really want to fight him. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that. But to go and make the Brian Norman fight happen, and they said it's signed, sealed, and Turkey saying it's for, right, it's coming up this year in November, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Then we got to salute it, bro. It's a hell of a fight. When Brian Norman came out, spoke his piece. Devin Haney, they spoke their piece. And for them to get in there, for them to go up to 147, they first fight at 147 to take on a world champion like Brian Norman, right? Not saying Norman is a world beater. I'm not going to just, jump the gun, right? He do got a world title. He went and knocked out a man in Japan who, it ain't like he was a pound for pound fighter, but he still went over there and knocked the man out the way he knocked him out, which shows that his power is real. Is real. We seen him knock the guy out for the title to show that his power is real. So for Devin to get in there with a power puncher, because a lot of us thought, hey man, they ain't trying to get in there with no power punches. They're trying to act like they want this, and they're gonna get in there with somebody where they can handle. So to get in there with somebody like Brian Norman, the power punch, I gotta respect it, man. I gotta respect it. So I'm not gonna disrespect it and say, I don't know if it's gonna take place 5 months from now, and this, that, and third. All we know is the fight is signed, sealed, and delivered, right? And let's just see how the things play out on the way to the fight.
Okay. Now, it's an interesting fight. I just going by history. I just can't see them taking that risk. Well, like I say, I don't know too much about the fighter that Brian Norman fought. Okay, I'm not saying he was a bomb or nothing like that, but I don't know his record or nothing like that. I didn't know that, but still, I never known Devin to go in there and fight a big puncher before, and Brian Norman Jr. is a big puncher. But first time for everything, and you don't have to have a big puncher, like I said earlier, to win. So if you can come up with a good game plan, we got us a good fight. So we'll see. Come 5 months, it's a long ways away. Anything can happen. So and that's good too, plenty of time. But I would take a tune-up before I go in there because he haven't fought at 147 yet. So I would take a fight in between. He still got time. Something, someone at 147. Nothing too hard, nothing too, easy, but just get acclimated to the weight class. That's all. Because you see, when guys move up in the weight, they pretty much is not giving their all. I mean, they give their all, but it's just not enough yet because they're not used to the punches and the weight class and the weight, and sometimes they slow your punches down. So, but then once you get used to it, then it flows. So that's the way I think you should do. So
No, I feel you on that one. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just feel like they feel like they're ready for the division. They feel like they were looking for somebody to go up to fight. Because I know they was trying to get Barrios at first. Right? They wanted the Barrios fight. They knew that was a scrap where they felt like, hey man, we can go up You know, Barrios came from a smaller weight class, moved up. That's a world
Mhm.
title fight. He's going to outbox him, right? So now you're looking at Brian Norman as, right? He ain't the most skillful fighter in the world, right? But he
Mhm.
can punch and he do got some skill. So they looking at him as if, you know, hey man, maybe he could be one of them weak links where he can go up and take advantage of somebody who got a buzz going on, who got a world title right there if we beat him, because they beat him, they get all the credit in the world for sure, for sure. You know,
Right.
so they looking at opportunity like, hey man, let's go up and try to, you know, make this happen. So I'm gonna give them they just do, man. I'm gonna give them they just do. They going up. I'm not going, you know, hey, this can happen because we don't do it with no other fighters who make fights happen. So I'm a, you know, see, and I feel like Ryan was a big puncher. I feel like they got into the ring with Ryan Garcia. Ryan was a big puncher. Now, was they sleeping on Ryan? Yes, because they thought Ryan was going through, you know, withdrawals and you know,
Mhm.
all the things that he was doing, going crazy and things like that. So they slept on him a little bit, but it didn't take away that he was a big puncher, you know. So I ain't gonna say he never got into the ring with big punches because Brian was one of them. Now at 147, of course, it's a totally different weight class, and Brian Norman is totally bigger, you know. So you know, like I say, I'm gonna give him that just do for now, right? We know the Haney fanatics, they go run with it and do what they do, but you know, like I say, you got to give credit where credit is due. I ain't here to try to take away credit from nobody. If you do something that's deserving credit, I'm gonna give you credit. If you do something deserving foot up your ass, I'm gonna give you a foot up the ass. So right now,
Yeah,
I'm getting they just do.
yeah, you know, like Quick said, you know, if that's what Devin wants, man, go for it, man. Like I say, you know, let him go for it then. You know,
Mm-hmm.
at least he tried it. You know, at least he, you know, fighting, you know, doing what he's supposed to do, and not
Right.
fighting, you know, not cherry picking or nothing like that. Which I thought he probably would be doing, but if he wants it, man, go ahead and let him have it. You know, go in there and show us. You know, and who knows what can happen. But it is a good fight, and I will like to see it. If it comes to fruition. So,
And they kind of save his daddy from all the damn capping he be doing too.
well, yeah, that too, because finally, Bill, like I say, he's keeping his son relevant. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
he's doing his job, I guess, because he's a promoter. I think he's saying a promoter, and he promoting his son. I ain't mad at that. He does talk a lot of shit, but that's Bill. You know, so what you think, D-Ray?
Are you crazy? No, I'm just playing. But look, hey man, ain't no way he can take no tune-up fight though. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a chance to blow the bag, bro. I think that
Oh,
he just
okay.
has to probably relax, go into training camp, make sure that he feeling out and feeling strong and fast and active at that 147 pounds. He want to be fresh, bro. I mean, especially after he had his encounter with Ryan. He had him a get back fight. I think,
Mhm.
bro, that in those rounds he can go back and see what he need to work on and try to improve it. But ain't no way, man. I mean, like, what? Who he gonna fight? Who gonna promote it? I mean, where is it gonna be at? I mean, is it gonna be worth it? How much money, man? Come on, bro. I mean, they
Right.
they at this level, I know you disagree, but when you get that invitation to go over there to go get that bag and entertain, bro, you on a different level. You know what I mean? Because now whether I'm not saying you have to go if you ever have to go, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They can drag a couple of us kicking and screaming, but I'm saying it's an honor to be invited. You know what I'm saying? That they think that high of you that you can give them what they looking for. And that's the thing, bro. Is not all the fighters that they know or like. I even know. Like that guy who's about to fight uh Balonga. You know, he Shirai, right?
Right,
Yeah.
Sherrod.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they kind of put him on my radar, so I can try to see what he got going, man. But I think that it's good though, for both of these guys to prove that they willing to try to walk the talk, we got great talkers. We ain't got a whole lot of great walkers. So at least they gonna try, and I appreciate that. Salute, Big Money and Flawless Mentality out there. Go ahead, KQ.
Yeah. You're right. You seldom see fighters walking the walk. All you hear them talking the talk. But at least they going in there and doing it. And like I say, Devin hasn't fought at 147 yet, but he's still gonna go in there and fight at 147. And the fight I think is gonna be in Saudi Arabia. Then it's they said November, but they haven't had a date yet. But I mean, still got 5 months. So, but yeah, that's a great fight. Now, let me ask y'all something about Ryan
Hey,
Garcia.
hold on, KQ. But listen, I'm just saying I wouldn't mind them trying to expedite it and put it on the undercard of Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That would be what I would call a worthy co-main. I know some of y'all think that that's a main event. Come on, man. Go ahead, KQ. I apologize, bro.
You tripping today, man. Who is what's on that card? Behind Crawford and Canelo. What's on? I think he said he's still figuring out the co-main. I mean the card itself.
Yeah, I don't think they announced no undercards yet.
You don't have another card, okay? Cause I think they're still picking them out or whatever.
Yeah,
But
the only thing I heard is he said he's gonna have 4 fights that's gonna be on Netflix, and then 6 that's gonna like be on YouTube. Leading up to that.
okay, all right, okay. So what do you think about Canelo and Crawford? I mean, Money Brown, Canelo fan, and you definitely a Crawford fan.
Yeah, salute to Money Brown. Go ahead, Big Money.
What's going
Yes.
down? What's going down? Yeah, it's gonna be a good scrap. I think Crawford gonna have his moments. I just feel like jumping to 168 is like you said with with the weight class. I feel like going up that far, not having to fight up there. Of course, Crawford got the heart, he got the nuts. He's not afraid of nothing. But I just feel like fighting at 168, bro. You haven't fought up there yet. It's gonna be your first fight against the best motherfucker at 168. A lot of people looking at Canelo last fight, banking off that, saying, "Oh well, Canelo lost a step, this and that, and all that." It still comes down to can you hurt Canelo Alvarez? You know what I mean? Because if you can't hurt Canelo, you in the hell of hot water. You know what I mean? Now we all know fighting Canelo Alvarez, we already know how the scorecard's looking. Let's just be realistic out here. I'm not there faking and beating around the bush, And Canelo keep telling them, "Hey, I know Turkey the guy and this, that, and all that shit." But we all know if you ain't going in there, if you ain't hitting Canelo with some shit where you can the crowd, right, for us being a smaller fighter, because this ain't Dimitri Bivol. This ain't Floyd Mayweather. Let's get that straight. A lot of people keep saying, "Oh man, Crawford can use the blueprint of this." Crawford don't fight like that. You know what I mean? Crawford's not fighting off the back foot, beating you, taking you to the ropes and making you miss, making you pay type of fight. He like to try to get in your ass. He want to hit you with some shit that hurts you that's going to score a point. So you get in there, and I keep using Jamel Charlo, and no cats keep trying to say, well, Crawford ain't Jamel Charlo. Of course he's not Jamel Charlo. I'm not saying he's that, but the fact of the matter is he's a boxer puncher. You understand what I'm saying? So the
Right.
styles are the same. There ain't nothing that he's bringing to the ring that Canelo haven't seen before. So Canelo know how to get to that style of somebody like a Terence Crawford who's not going to be moving all the way around the ring. Like I say, at 168, who knows how you're going to move with that weight on you. You don't know how you're going to move with the weight of the muscle on you. You don't know how your body going to react, right? You go up there, your body can react different. Your mind can say you want to do one thing, but the body not going to let you. So I just feel like you went up there against Canelo, man, who can do way more than just punch. A lot of people say, oh, Canelo just got power. If he can't knock Crawford out with this, no, Canelo just ain't got power. Canelo's smarter than that, man. Canelo can go to the body. He can counter punch. He got upper body movement. He can cut the ring off, right? Regardless of what we seen last fight, I don't even think Canelo really was trying to really push the action in that fight. You know what I mean? Like, you're going into a big time fight. You finna beat this dude the way he fighting. You know that's a W. So when we look at somebody like a Terence Crawford, bro, I think these caliber of fights, it wake you up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? The shit talking, the atmosphere that's gonna be in the ring, I feel like that wake you up a little bit more. Not saying it's not gonna help Crawford out because he gonna come and fight, but I just think the weight gonna be too much. And let's not forget Terence Crawford at 147 said, y'all must think I'm Superman. Y'all think I can jump up to 160 and fight Canelo Alvarez? Y'all think I am Superman?
Right.
So nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Only thing you did was you beat Earl Spence, and then you went to 154, right? You couldn't get my mans up out of there, and now you jumping from 54 to 68. So you going up even bigger in weight. So if you think people thought you were Superman for jumping from 47 to 60, you jumping from 54 to 68. That's 8 more pounds on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know, it sounds good to build up. I'm going to step a mud hole in your ass. It sounds good to get the crowd going and, you know, to make the fans feel good. You know, they never seen Crawford lose before, things of that nature. So they keep saying it's a blueprint to beat Canelo. Ain't no blueprint to beat Crawford. Well, we're going to find out on, September the 13th. You know what I mean? Because if you can't hit Canelo and hurt him, bro, and you start touching your ass and start walking you down, and you feel that power, right? And you go out there, you trying to, either you can try to, you know, fight fire with fire and get yourself hurt even badly, or you can try to figure out a way to try to box and make it 12 rounds, you know what I'm saying, and not look too bad in the loss. But either way, man, I think it's going to be a bad night for Crawford on September the 13th. I just can't see him beat Canelo that night, right? Of course, like I say, everybody got a chance in the sport. But on September the 13th, bro, I think, you know, Crawford going to take his first loss, and he's going to leave the ring with a big-ass bag of money. I mean, that's my opinion
Yeah.
on that.
Okay. Okay. Let me backtrack for a minute. Cause DJ Black Charm had a question. He said, question how he get a title shot. Talking about Devin Haney coming off of a no contest and a catch weight fight.
Politics and boxing, man. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. He's a free agent, and whoever Brian Norman mandatory is, of course, they probably gave him step aside. You know, matter of fact, I don't think he had a mandatory, do he?
You always have a mandatory, but no, they haven't been talked about. Like he has been, you know, he got elevated when Boots.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, yeah.
You know, so
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can fight a free agent or whatever. So that's how.
yeah, so that's
Yeah.
why you're voluntary. This ain't a mandatory; it's a voluntary defense.
Voluntary, yeah, voluntary. So, okay. What about you, D-Ray? What you think about the fight?
Hey man, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's the black Superman. What you talking about, man? Canelo ain't never seen nothing like this, bro. He been having nightmares about him, yeah. You know, they done called his name 3 times. He messed around and answered. He should have did like he did David Benavidez and ducked him at night in 68. You know what I'm talking about? He should have just act like, you know, I'm not going to do this or, you know, say whatever. But he signed on the line. He going to get his highest payday in his career.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Ain't no doubt about that. KQ, is it?
No, that's
Has Canelo been paid 9 figures before?
Quite sure.
I don't think so.
I don't think he has, but you know, he making a lot of money too now. Canelo. A lot of money.
I'm talking about Canelo. He getting his career high payday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Career high.
Okay.
That's number 1, bro.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we ain't even talking about like the views and stuff like that. And that's what I love about, you know, when Big Money break it down, because it is going to be a great contrast in the styles to seeing, you know, Canelo try to put pressure on and, you know, but like one thing we know about Bud, you know, he can fight going frontwards. He can fight going backwards. He can fight going side to side. We know Canelo can fight frontwards. You know, I even give him a little attempt to do some side to side, but bro, on the back foot, he gonna be like, you know, hey, I don't know, man. You know, but I just hope, man, that you know we can get a good build up, and you know we can have a great celebration fight, man, because boxing win. You know, we ain't hearing Turkey complain about losing enough money to buy mansions all next to Bob Arum and all that kind of stuff, bro. You know, we just get to, you know, ask questions about what time is the fight and who on the undercard, bro. Everything else gonna take care of itself. But go ahead, KQ.
Can you hear me, OG?
Huh?
Can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah, you kind of muffled a little bit.
yeah, I ended up getting a phone. Hold on, I ended up getting a phone call. Kind of fucked up my phone.
Yeah. But yeah, they both. That's a good fight, and it's a free fight. But no, I got Canelo winning this fight though. And Bud Crawford, like I say, and I think this is gonna be his last fight. D. This is what I believe. I mean, he's 30. He be what 37? If I'm not mistaken, 37 or something like that. And so I think this is his last fight, and he coming out the ring with a big bag, like Money said. You know, so I mean, and Canelo, I think he maybe got a couple more years left, because he's not old. It's just that he has a lot of fight under his belt. He's been fighting since what? 10, 15,
15 as a
15, professional 15.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
he old in boxing years.
yeah, because some people start, when he's 5, 7, 8 years old. So I mean, so Canelo, he's not through yet. He still probably got a couple more years to make some money. Because he made enough right now, he can walk away.
Hey man, so what excuse they gonna use, bro? They ain't gonna be able to use that Bud didn't get his attention.
I'm
He
telling you,
walked him down and let him know this is what it's like when you in a
say
fight with
Canelo,
me, bro.
you say Canelo can't fight on the back foot. So you thinking Bud finna go on her and push Canelo Alvarez back at 168 pounds? So you telling me
When need be.
Bud gonna let his nuts drop, stand in the middle with Canelo, push him back, and take that power with Canelo Alvarez? Don't you telling me?
Hey, ain't that what he did to EJ?
This ain't no
They
EJ, my
both said
boy.
he couldn't fight on the inside against EJ, right?
This ain't no EJ, my boy. This is Canelo
Huh?
Alvarez. No,
Okay. Hey, look.
this is a whole different chinny chin chin we talking about here, my G. I mean, Triple G hit like a fucking mule and couldn't hurt Canelo Alvarez. Bud Power ain't nowhere near no Triple G power. Respect to him. And
Hey,
now,
but what about the placement of the power, bro? Bud is pinpoint accurate.
he couldn't hurt Majimov at 54, but he gonna jump 2 weight
Man,
classes and
listen.
hurt
Hey,
Canelo Alvarez.
listen. I know that this ain't a popular opinion, but Madrimov is one of the most athletic fighters in boxing, bro. That man can move, bro. He's explosive. He's quick. What?
We talking about the chinny chin chin we talking about. We not talking about no athleticism, because you saying you gonna walk Canelo down, you not been out there. You coming forward, my boy. And we know once Bud get he like to get his lick back.
Money Brown, hold on, bro. Tell me what fight Bud ain't come forward in. I'll wait.
You tell me Bud gonna move up to 68 and move forward on Canelo Alvarez.
When need be, yes. When Canelo get tired and his back touch that rope, hey, it's over with.
So
I get him 3 times.
So you saying Canelo?
Hey, by the time his back touch that rope that 3rd time, he gonna be taking the knee.
So you want? So I need to see you make a bet on that to make me believe it.
Hey, Bud gonna make hey, listen, Monty.
To make me believe.
Hey, Monty, real quick. I just want
BET, and I ain't talking about black entertainment. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I need to see.
What you say, bro? I missed it.
I need to see a BET, and I ain't talking about black entertainment.
A bet.
Oh, it's gonna be EBT, but listen to this. Bud is gonna make Canelo look like Charlo. He gonna take a knee and then just start staying on the outside with Bud, bro. He don't want them problems. It's North Omaha, bro.
Charlo, when Canelo the one made Charlo look like, nobody ever made Charlo look like that but Canelo.
Okay, I'm saying Bud gonna make Canelo look like ain't nobody else ever seen him before.
So we got Bud coming up from.
You don't think he's Chavez Jr. by the time he's done with him? Go ahead.
3 divisions. We got Charlo came up from 2. We got Bud coming up from 3, and he gonna have more success than Charlo. I'm a little confused here, man. I really am. I'm scratching the back of my. And we know Charlo ain't no pillar puncher. Izzy OG Cholo was knocking shit out at 54.
Right.
Creaming shit.
Yeah.
Creaming shit. And we talking about, we said, what about the pinpoint? We talking about catch on the right spot, right? Get them on the right spot, putting their ass down. So when we talking about, we seen Canelo get hit on the chin by some of the hardest punches, bro. And Bud,
Who got better knockouts, Canelo or Bud? Who got better knockouts, bro? What you talking about?
Wait a minute. Last time I checked, ain't a knockout, bro.
Yeah. When the last time Canelo had one?
A knockout. So who got better knockouts, Triple G or Bud?
Triple G ain't in this fight, bro, unless he on the undercard.
No. You just said who got better knockouts, Canelo or
what Triple G got to do with this?
Who got better knockouts? Triple G.
Yeah, we might as well bring Jack Johnson back. Go ahead, bro.
leave the old Jack alone, man. Let Jack rest in peace.
What's up, Ricky?
Man, KQ, money, my guy D-Ray. Hey, y'all, what's up, man?
What's happening?
Man, hey, man, I'm loving this conversation, dog.
Houston?
Huh?
Yeah, he in Houston, right?
I just said salute, bro. My bad.
What's going down?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in H-Town, man. Hey, man, everything Money's saying it has so much validity to it, and that's what's gonna make this upset that much more sweeter. The upset is coming, y'all. Check it out, man. It's just the weight difference, the Canelo's chin. I mean, Bud never fought 168. I mean, all the above is true, man. This one hell of a hill Bud gonna have to climb, man, and it won't be easy. But it's just something about the confidence that he is exuding that is gonna pull him through in this fight, dog. Check it out, man. When every time they ask Canelo and Bud about the outcome of this fight, I keep hearing Canelo. I heard Canelo say he's not going to win. I heard him say that. But I've also heard Canelo say more than once, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to do my best. And on the flip side, first Bud said it was a 70% chance he win. And then he abandoned that. And lately, it's I'm going to win. When I win, I promise my hand going to be raised. It's like Canelo have literally avoided every single elite undefeated black fighter since Floyd. 2013 was the last time Canelo was in the ring with an undefeated top-notch brother. And we finna find out why. Bud finna show us why Canelo has completely avoided that elite black smoke. Majority decision, split decision. I'm gonna call it for Bud gonna win. I don't see Bud winning by knockout. I don't see Bud dropping Canelo. It's just something about the American top-notch black man that's gonna win this fight for Bud. So, hey, all we can do is wait and see. September 13, all the questions gonna be answered. Can Bud handle the pressure? Can Canelo cut off the ring? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, D-Ray just mentioned something really important. Madrimov, irky-jerky, full of movement, kept Bud off balance. Canelo not going to do that. Canelo going to seek and destroy. So, unlike Mel, Bud will get knocked the fuck out before he run like a girl for 12 rounds. So, hey man, I'm ready to see it. May the best man win. But I'm riding with the boy from Omaha like I have the last 15 years. Ain't nothing changed. I don't expect nothing to change for money. Damn sure don't expect nothing to change from D-Ray. We about to see if Bud really, really about that life. Because facing this dude here is gonna prove it. We about to see, man. About
And
to
I'm
see.
saying though, there ain't nothing wrong with being a Bud fan and ride for Bud, Black Power, right? Ain't nothing wrong with none of that.
Mm.
It's just the fact of it's weight classes for a reason. Now, when we looking at the situation and we saying, oh, well, Majimov was so athletic and he was this, he was that, it don't take away from the fact that he didn't hurt the man. Regardless, he didn't fall fighters that was athletic and that can move around the ring and all that shit. He still caught him and dropped their ass. He didn't hurt Majimov. At 154, you didn't see Bud looking like Bud. It ain't the fact that, oh, he was so athletic, he kept Bud off balance and this and that, all that shit. That didn't look like the Bud Crawford that people was accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? And now he went up to 68. And I keep it real. The Canelo didn't look like the Canelo that people was accustomed to. So I'm not gonna say Canelo is the same Canelo of old, but we seen what Bud did when he moved up in weight. That was realistic, right? And now you jumping up to see, like, we didn't see him in the second fight at 54 to say, oh well, you see, there go Bud right there. You see, that's the Bud we know. No, he's jumping up to 68 now. He's jumping up 2 more weight classes with way more weight. So I just want Canelo to get his just due when he beat Terence Bud Crawford, bro. I just want the man to get his just. I don't want people to say, well, Bud jumped up during to be great, which he is, and I respect that. He was supposed to be Bud and this and that. I just want people to give a man his credit and don't say, well, he ducked this many fighters. He didn't fight this fighter. He didn't fight that fighter. Bud jumped up. Now he need to go fight David Benavidez, or he need to go fight, you know what I mean, one of these big-ass heavyweights. Let's give the man his just doing his credit and let the man be great, man. At this stage right now, just to be realistic, bro, when you're a fighter in this fight game, you get to the point where you treat this shit like a business, right? Of course, everybody want to see you fight the best of the best and this, that, and that, and this. But when you fought the best of the best in each weight class, and you don't get no just due from, because when you look at each weight class that Canelo moved up in, he has fought the best of the best, whether people want to give him credit for it or not. So now when you fight the best of the best and you get no just due, then you turn this shit into a business and say, how can I feed my family for the rest of my life in a sport that's a organized crime ring? Because we all know it, right? Let's just be realistic, right? The money rules boxing. That's just the nature of the beast. This ain't baseball, football, basketball, or none of that shit. So the money rules boxing. If we got money, we can come in and get us a promotion going, get us some fighters, do what we got to do to get them to the top. So looking at Bud is a bad motherfucker now. I'm not taking nothing away from him. Like, 4 divisions, 2-time undisputed. Of course, what Rick's saying, that the confidence of Bud is real. I don't think he's going in there saying, oh man, I'm just saying I'm gonna win just to say I'm gonna win. He really believes he's gonna win this fight. And I really believe he's gonna fight to try to win this fight. But when we say he rather get knocked out instead of run like Cholo, we don't know until he get hit with that power and see how shit go. Because once you get your
I
ass
know.
cracked, once you get your ass cracked, right? If you feel some shit that you never felt before, you never know what the brain thinks, bro. So
Yeah.
we don't know. We don't know. We're not saying Cholo ran like a bitch, none of that. He made a business decision. We don't know if Bud gonna make that same business decision once he feel that power and that crowd get going
Right,
in
that
September
business decision.
with all them motherfucking Mexicans, because the Mexicans go outdo the niggas. We know that, right? Or yeah, you got to make a business decision. Like, do you want your last fight to be you on your goddamn back, and that's what your kids see, or do you say, you know what? Let me take my motherfucking money, I'll try to box this motherfucker and go on make it to this 12th and call it a night. You feel me? So we will find out September the 13th, and we'll tell them everything.
Yeah.
Fact.
Hey,
Hey,
hold
man,
up.
we done
Hey, hold up real quick. I just want to say one thing to have him kind of refute what he said as far as respect for Canelo
Mm-hmm.
in this alternate universe when he win. Because in reality, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, right? Crawford gonna get his hand raised. But I'm saying this. Have you seen the belt that they fighting for, bro?
Yeah.
Nobody can take as long as you don't let them take that belt from you, bro. You got all the credit and the respect for but go ahead, man.
Y'all get caught up on
Yeah,
it.
in last word. Go ahead. Any last words? Anybody?
For what, OG?
Yeah. 1 o'clock. I usually close at 1.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Just always love as always, man. Keep grinding, keep shining. to the people, keep supporting OG, man. Like I say, the hardest working man on fucking YouTube. This man don't miss a day. If he say he go be there, he go be there. And if he don't be there, he gonna make sure he get y'all a pop-up show, right, to make up for what he missed out on. So salute to the OG, man. Keep grinding. You know, a lot of cats out there was gonna knock you off your square and off your pivot over some bullshit. But man, they can't stop a hard working man, man. You feel me? They say hard work beats talent any day. You know what I mean? And the hard work you put in OG, it don't go unnoticed, man. So salute to you. Keep grinding, keep shining. You know, shout out to Rick, shout out to my man at the top, shout out to the people in the chat. Y'all keep showing love.
Hey man, I appreciate your money coming through, man. With that great words of wisdom. All right. All right.
Absolutely.
Yes,
hey, bro. Hey, real quick. I just want to say salute to St. Louis. Salute to the south side of Houston. Stand up. Chi-Town. Hey, man. Great panel, KQ. I appreciate you sharing it with us, bro. Thank you for your time, man. And, you know, nothing but blessings and prayers to you and your family, to the chat fam, to the playback fam. Hey, man, go ahead and cook this thing, man. Appreciate you. Everybody subscribe, like, and share.
I want to my condolences out to the Zulu line, man. I'm losing your pops, man. I know what it's like to lose a father, bro. So, you know, my condolences to you, my brother. Keep your head up high.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Salute to Zulu for real. I just close out with this, man. Hey, man, I feel like the universe gonna punish Canelo because the only reason why we even getting this Bud fight, he didn't duck Benavidez like crazy, so he gonna use Lil Bud as an alternative. You know, Bud got the name, Bud has the skill set, but he don't have the size. So, hey man, upsets do happen. I mean, this is very, very difficult task for Bud to pull off. But hey man, September 13th, we're gonna find out if he really about that life. And running, I mean, he didn't say it at the press conference. The only running he gonna do is upside his head. He talking real gruff, he talking real slick. So his ego won't allow him to get in there and run. He either gonna get knocked the fuck out or he gonna get his hand rose. So we gonna find out real soon, September 13th. Appreciate you for having me.
Yes, sir. Rick, I appreciate you, bro.
All right, y'all.
All right. Yes, sir. All right, Money. I appreciate you. All right. I appreciate everybody that came through today. All right. If y'all didn't hit the like, make sure y'all hit the like. We had a good show today. And I will be off tomorrow, but I will be back on Wednesday. All right. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you all for hitting the like button. If you didn't, make sure you hit it on the way out. All right. And I appreciate if you send the cash app, I appreciate you in the cash app. All right. So with that, that's all I got for y'all today. Zoo, man, again, you have my condolences, brother. All right. And you be cool, bro. All right. And tell your family also they have my condolences. Now, Felicia, I saw you the ticket sales. I don't know when they're going to sell. They're still getting the undercard together first, Felicia. Okay. So therefore, you know, that's when I guess once they get that together, we'll know when the tickets go on sale. All right. So, okay. So everybody have a good one. And, you know, keep your head on the swivel. All right. Keep your head on the swivel, baby. And with that, I'm definitely living it up. Oh!
This song is dedicated to all those ballers out there and all those hustlers and just people out there just getting their money on, you know what I'm saying? To all of you haters, just remember this. I'm living it up, y'all.